Okay, great, Scott. Let's move on now to the Eric Miyashiro model. This is the first one we've actually had into stock, only arrived the other day, so we're quite excited to receive it.
Yes, latest one in the custom range.
The first thing I noticed is that it has a monstrous bell.
Yeah, very, very large bell, and with quite a late flare on it as well, which lends it to have quite a bright sound. But again, it's a trumpet that'll play really full in the middle register. You know, you can still play a ballad on it. It still sounds really great. Very easy to get a nice airy tone on this one as well for ballads. I think probably down to the fact that it's a larger bell. Again, it's got the French bead rim on it. And the slightly reducing bell at the top, so the player's getting plenty of feedback from it. Reverse tuning slide on this one, and a very specific stay on the tuning slide. I know
it's
Eric,
very lightly attached, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and it's actually quite a light material as well. If you look at the diameter of it compared to a regular stay.
Yeah.
I know Eric worked with the designer sort of time and time again to get this in the right place at just the right angle for the amount of resistance that he wanted. There's a couple of other unusual things on this horn that people don't spot immediately. So the tiny little screw that holds your third valve slide in place is actually hollow, whereas on other instruments it's solid, again reducing weight in that particular area. It's all to do with nodes and that sort of thing on the instrument, far beyond my technical knowledge, but it makes a difference to the way it plays. When you initially have a look at this, it looks pretty regular until you notice, for example here, from a large bore tuning slide,
yep,
straight back down into a medium large, now back down into the valve block.
Yep.
Again, Eric's got his own custom lead pipe on this, you know, which they worked on with the Japanese designer. It is I would suggest, a front of the band horn. I know people who are playing it in sections. I think the two guys from Tower of Power were one of the first guys to get hold of this and play it after Eric had sort of given it its test run and seal of approval. But it's a big horn. It's a large bore horn, albeit it has these steps in it to create resistance. But I think on the whole, if you're at the front of the band and you know, playing the solos, this would be the one for you.
A nice chunky, you know, a nice chunky handhold as well, which I know is not going to affect much about the way it plays, but a couple of customers commented they really, you know, like the way the trumpet feels in the hand.
Solid finger rings on it as well, which is different to the other two custom models. But then if you know Eric Miyashiro and you've seen pictures of him, he's a big, strong guy. So we built him a big, strong horn.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for taking the time to come over and talk to us, Scott. It's been really helpful.